2003 Jetta customer complaint was overheating, temperature gauge going fully maxed out to 130 degrees Celsius. Coolant levels okay, no actual steaming or overflowing, but customer still concerned that it's overheating. First thing you want to do is go to measuring box and then check the actual temperature that the engine computer sees, and you can see here it's 95 degrees Celsius. The temperature sensor is a two sensor component. One of the sensors is for the instrument cluster, the dash, and the other one is the input for the engine computer. So since the engine computer does not show 130 degrees, it's safe to say that the engine actually isn't overheating and that we have a sensor problem. And here is the sensor replacement. Customer thought the car was overheating. As you saw in the pictures, the dash shows 130 degrees Celsius pegged overheating, but when I scanned it with the computer, engine computer was reading 85 to 96, so that tells me that there's a temperature sensor problem. If it was really overheating, the upper hose would be really hot and the lower one either wouldn't be if it's a stuck thermostat, or it would also be hot, and then because the fans aren't coming on. So in this case though, it's a faulty sensor, so they're going to replace that. I have to seal that somehow. The hose got cracked. Make sure to relieve the pressure before you take that out. Have the new one ready to go in. And make sure the O-ring comes out with the old sensor. As you can see, not much coolant's coming out because the system is closed. Make sure the clip sits correctly around the sensor and the ends are poking out. Make sure the connector clicks into place. And also check to make sure the timing plug is in, so now you can wash off residual coolant. That's it, temperature sensor is changed. To verify now, turn the key on, watch what the temperature does. Temperature gauge, temperature sensor, and for the dash, just reading about 90. Engine control module, measuring block 175. Engine module will always read a little bit lower than what the dash shows. I'm not sure why Volkswagen does that, but it's usually off by about 10-15 degrees, at least in the warming up stages. This one is a fixed temperature sensor. It ain't pretty, but it does the job for now. I wrapped the electric tape around it nice and tight. Customer's aware of this. I got the part number off of this thing. It's going to be on order. A little bit of rubber grease on both sides. Secure it against the chassis here, the engine moving, and that's what causes this thing to give way after a while. The new temp sensor is installed. I got it revving at about 2,000 RPM right now. I disconnected the big radiator fan. I disconnected it down here. Because it's binding, it's all rusty in here, and it didn't come on earlier, only the little guy was working. So right now I'm just checking to make sure the thermostat is okay. And you start feeling the radiator getting warm across the core. Obviously watch your fingers. Jumping around a bit. Lower hose is starting to get warm. So I'm going to leave this big fan unplugged. Customer doesn't want the fan replaced at this time. I can plug this back in. I'm just going to leave it unplugged like that. And this little guy, I'm just waiting for that one to come on. 95. Thermostat is definitely opening up. Lower hose is almost the same hotness. 97. There it goes. So that's it for now, until the customer comes back for the big fan.